Admiral Krell Zorn stood on the bridge of the Celestial Vanguard, his eyes fixed on the blue-green orb floating in the vast expanse of space before him. Earth, a planet that had long been nothing more than a footnote in the galactic hegemony's records, now held the key to the future of his people. The Victory Empire, once the mightiest force in the known universe, was crumbling. Centuries of conquest and subjugation had left them with countless enemies and dwindling resources. Zorn, a decorated veteran of 100 campaigns, had been tasked with a mission that went against everything he had ever known, to seek help from a species the Victory had long considered primitive and unworthy of attention. As the Celestial Vanguard entered Earth's orbit, Zorn felt a mixture of anticipation and dread. The fate of his people rested on his shoulders, and failure was not an option. He turned to his second-in-command, Lieutenant Naira Vex, her scaled skin shimmering under the ship's lights. "Lieutenant, prepare the diplomatic envoy. We must make contact with the humans immediately," Zorn ordered, his voice steady despite the turmoil in his mind. Naira nodded, her serpentine eyes narrowing with concern. "Admiral, are you certain this is wise? The humans have no knowledge of our existence. Our sudden appearance could provoke a hostile response." Zorn considered her words carefully. The risk was indeed great, but the alternative, the slow death of his civilization, was unthinkable. "We have no choice, Naira. The Victory need allies, and the humans have shown remarkable resilience and ingenuity in the face of adversity. They may be our only hope." As the diplomatic shuttle prepared for descent, Earth's defense systems sprang to life. Satellites reoriented themselves, and hidden weapon platforms emerged from their camouflaged positions. The humans, it seemed, were not as unprepared for extraterrestrial contact as the Victory had assumed. On the surface, in the United Earth Defense Command Center, General Evelyn Steele received the urgent alert. An unidentified craft of clearly alien origin had entered Earth's orbit and was now sending a signal requesting communication. "Patch it through," Steele commanded, her voice calm but her heart racing. This was the moment humanity had both dreamed of and feared for centuries. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing the imposing figure of Admiral Zorn. His reptilian features and ornate uniform were unlike anything the humans had ever seen. "People of Earth," Zorn began, his translator converting his sibilant speech into crisp English, "I am Admiral Krell Zorn of the Victory Empire. We come seeking dialogue and potential alliance." General Steele straightened, her years of military training kicking in as she faced this unprecedented situation. "This is General Evelyn Steele of the United Earth Defense Command. We are surprised by your arrival, Admiral Zorn. What brings you to our world?" Zorn's expression softened slightly, a hint of vulnerability showing through his stoic demeanor. "General Steele, my people face a grave threat. Our empire, once vast and powerful, is on the brink of collapse. We have come to Earth because we believe your species possesses qualities that could help save us, and in turn, we offer you the stars." The control room fell silent as the implications of Zorn's words sank in. Humanity, long isolated in its solar system, was being offered a chance to step onto the galactic stage. But at what cost? General Steele's mind raced through the possibilities. This could be humanity's greatest opportunity, or its gravest threat. "Admiral Zorn, your proposal is unexpected. We will need time to consult with our global leadership. In the meantime, we request that your ships maintain their current position." Zorn nodded, understanding the caution in Steele's response. "Of course, General. We await your decision. But I must stress the urgency of our situation. Time is a luxury we can ill afford." As the communication ended, the control room erupted into a flurry of activity. Analysts pored over the scans of the Victory ships, strategists debated potential scenarios, and diplomats scrambled to prepare for what could be the most important negotiation in human history. General Steele turned to her chief science advisor, Dr. Raj Patel. "What do you make of this, Doctor? Can we trust them?" Patel stroked his beard thoughtfully. Their technology is far beyond ours, General. If they wanted to conquer us, they could have done so without this charade. I believe their request for help may be genuine. Steele nodded, then addressed the room. Ladies and gentlemen, we stand at a crossroads. Our next actions will determine the future of our species. I need options, and I need them fast. As Earth's leaders convened in an emergency session, Admiral Zorn paced the bridge of the Celestial Vanguard. The fate of two civilizations hung in the balance, and he could only hope that the humans would see the potential in an alliance. Little did either side know that forces were already in motion that would test the limits of this fledgling relationship. In the depths of space, ancient enemies of the victories stirred, their attention drawn to the unexpected meeting of two worlds. The stage was set for a conflict that would reshape the galaxy, with Earth caught in the crossfire. The question remained, would humanity rise to the challenge, or would it become just another footnote in the cosmic story of rise and fall? As the hours ticked by, both humans and victory waited with bated breath for a decision that would change the course of history forever. As the sun rose over the bustling city of New Geneva, Earth's premier military hub, General Zara found herself standing before the United Earth Defense Council. The room buzzed with tension as she prepared to present her case for asylum and cooperation. Her reptilian features, once a source of fear for humans, now drew curious glances from the assembled officials. Members of the council, Zara began, her translator converting her sibilant speech into crisp English, I come before you not as an enemy, but as a potential ally. The Kraxan Empire's thirst for conquest threatens not only Earth but countless other peaceful worlds. Admiral Chen, a grizzled veteran of Earth's space fleet, leaned forward. And why should we trust you, General? Your people have been our adversaries for decades. Zara nodded, acknowledging the validity of his concern. Because, Admiral, I bring not only my military expertise but also vital intelligence on Kraxan weaknesses and battle strategies. More importantly, I bring a vision for a future where our species can coexist and thrive together. As Zara spoke, holographic displays flickered to life around the room, showcasing Kraxan fleet movements and potential vulnerabilities. The council members exchanged glances, their skepticism slowly giving way to intrigue. Captain Riker, Earth's top tactician, studied the projections with keen interest. These battle formations, they're unlike anything we've encountered before. If this information is accurate, it could change everything. Zara's eyes gleamed with determination. It is accurate, Captain. And it's just the beginning of what I can offer Earth in its fight against the Kraxan threat. As the meeting progressed, Zara detailed her plan for integrating Kraxan technology with Earth's defense systems, creating a hybrid force capable of repelling even the most formidable invasion. Her passion and sincerity began to win over even the most skeptical council members. Dr. Ilera, Earth's leading xenobiologist, raised a pertinent question. General Zara, your defection must have personal consequences. Are you prepared to face potential retribution from your own people? Zara's expression softened, a hint of sadness crossing her features. I've already faced that, Dr. Ilera. By choosing to stand with Earth, I've severed all ties with my former life. But I believe the cause of peace is worth any personal sacrifice. Her words resonated deeply with the council. They saw not just a valuable military asset, but a being of principle and courage. As the council deliberated, Zara was escorted to a secure observation deck overlooking the city. The sprawling metropolis of New Geneva, with its gleaming skyscrapers and bustling spaceports, stood as a testament to human resilience and innovation. Zara marveled at the sight, so different from the utilitarian efficiency of Kraxan cities. Lieutenant Dax, her assigned liaison, joined her at the window. Quite a view, isn't it? Hard to believe that just a few years ago, this was all rubble from the first Kraxan attacks. Zara turned to him, her eyes wide with surprise. You rebuilt all this in such a short time. Impressive. Dax nodded, a hint of pride in his voice. That's humanity for you. We're stubborn that way. Knock us down, we get right back up. As they conversed, Zara began to understand the true strength of humanity, not just their technology or military might, but their indomitable spirit and capacity for growth. The Council's decision came swiftly. General Zara would be granted provisional asylum and integrated into Earth's Defense Force as a special advisor. Her knowledge would be put to immediate use in upgrading Earth's defenses and training elite units in Kraxan combat techniques. In the weeks that followed, Zara threw herself into her new role with fervor. She worked tirelessly alongside human engineers and tacticians, her unique insights proving invaluable in developing new strategies and technologies. One afternoon, as Zara oversaw a training simulation with a group of human pilots, an alarm blared through the facility. Lieutenant Dax rushed in, his face grim. "General, we've detected a Kraxan scout ship on the edge of our solar system. It seems your former comrades have come looking for you." Zara's scales bristled with tension. The moment of truth had arrived sooner than expected. "Scramble the fighters," she commanded, her military instincts kicking in. "I'll join the squadron. It's time to show the Kraxan Empire that Earth is no longer an easy target." As Zara climbed into the cockpit of a hybrid fighter, a fusion of human and Kraxan technology, she felt a surge of determination. This was more than just a skirmish, it was the first test of her loyalty to her new home. The fate of Earth, and perhaps the galaxy, hung in the balance as the defenders of humanity prepared to face their longtime foe. As the dust settled from the epic battle, Earth and its newfound allies faced the daunting task of rebuilding and forging a new path forward. General Zorn, once a feared enemy, now stood as a symbol of hope and unity. His journey from Vexery commander to Earth's defender had inspired many on both sides to reconsider their long-held beliefs about each other. In the weeks following the conflict, Earth's leaders convened a historic summit, inviting representatives from various alien races, including those Vexery who had chosen to defect. The gathering took place in the newly rebuilt New Geneva, a testament to humanity's resilience and determination. Zorn, flanked by his trusted human companions Captain Harrow and Lieutenant Patel, addressed the assembly. His words, translated into multiple languages, echoed through the grand hall. "We stand at the threshold of a new era. One where our differences no longer divide us, but enrich us. The strength I witnessed in humanity, their unwavering spirit, their capacity for forgiveness, and their boundless creativity, has shown me that true power lies not in conquest, but in cooperation." The speech was met with thunderous applause, not just from humans but from aliens of all shapes and sizes. It marked the beginning of the Galactic Cooperative, a new interstellar alliance dedicated to mutual growth, scientific advancement, and peaceful coexistence. In the months that followed, Earth became a hub of interstellar activity. The planet's universities opened their doors to alien students, eager to learn about human culture and share their own. In return, humanity gained access to advanced technologies and scientific knowledge that accelerated their progress by centuries. Zorn, now serving as Earth's ambassador to the stars, worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between different species. He organized cultural exchange programs, facilitated trade agreements, and mediated conflicts with a wisdom born from his unique perspective. One particularly touching moment came when a group of young Vexery, raised on stories of human barbarity, visited Earth for the first time. Their wonder at the planet's natural beauty and the warmth of its people was captured in a viral video that spread across the galaxy, further cementing the bonds between once bitter enemies. As Earth's influence grew, so did the challenges. Not all races were quick to trust this new alliance. The Krull, a warlike species from the Outer Rim, viewed the cooperative as a threat to their way of life. Tensions rose as Krull warships began to amass near the borders of cooperative space. In a tense meeting of the Galactic Council, Zorn proposed a bold plan. Instead of meeting the Krull with force, he suggested sending a diplomatic mission, one that would showcase the best of what the cooperative had to offer. "We will not repeat the mistakes of the past," Zorn declared. "We will extend a hand of friendship, even in the face of hostility. For it is not our weapons that make us strong, but our unity and our compassion." The mission, led by Captain Harrow, set off for crawl space carrying not weapons, but art, music, and scientific marvels from across the cooperative. It was a gamble, but one that paid off spectacularly. The Crawl, expecting a show of force, were disarmed by this display of culture and knowledge. As news of the successful mission spread, more races clamored to join the cooperative. Earth, once considered a backwater planet, became known as the cradle of a new galactic civilization, one built on understanding, respect, and the unbreakable bonds of friendship forged in the crucible of adversity. Years passed, and the galaxy entered an unprecedented age of peace and prosperity. Scientific breakthroughs allowed for the terraforming of barren worlds, solving overpopulation issues that had plagued many species. Art and culture flourished as ideas flowed freely between worlds. On the 10th anniversary of the cooperative's founding, a grand celebration was held on Earth. As fireworks painted the sky and ships from 100 worlds hovered in orbit, Zorn stood on a balcony overlooking the festivities. Beside him were his old friends, now gray but still full of the spirit that had first impressed him years ago. "Did you ever imagine it would turn out like this?" Lieutenant Patel asked, his eyes twinkling with amazement. Zorn shook his head, a smile playing on his reptilian features. "Never in my wildest dreams. But that's the beauty of your species, isn't it? You taught me to dream bigger, to hope for the impossible." As they watched the celebration below, where humans and aliens mingled freely, sharing stories and laughter, Zorn felt a profound sense of peace. He had found not just a new home, but a new purpose, one that would echo through the ages. The story of the alien general who found a new life on Earth became legend, told and retold across the stars. It served as a reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope and understanding could light the way to a brighter future. And as humanity took its place among the stars, they carried with them the lessons learned, that true strength lies not in domination, but in the bonds we forge with others.